Alright, so welcome back to the session 6 of Unit 5. Yeah, we are still on the social class influence on consumer behavior. So we are looking at the third issue as far as social class is concerned and how they influence the behavior of consumers. So the same way we should be able to explain how consumers research relates social class to the development of marketing strategies and identify the basic differences. Identify the basic differences. Yes, we should be able to identify the basic differences among social class development of marketing strategies. Then identify the basic differences that exist in the consumption behavior of different social class regarding clothing, fashion, and shopping, and describe the different ways in which the different social class pursue leisure. Yeah. So the different types of social class that we have perceive leisure differently. Some, according to, if you look at the evolution of leisure, some perceive leisure to be just an activity. Some perceive leisure to be uh, perceived leisure as work. Some perceive leisure as pleasure. Some perceive leisure as different. So we have different perception, different perspective as far as leisure is concerned. So the social classes that we have, they have different way of perceiving leisure. And we'll go ahead to discuss how savings, spending, and credit card usage are related to the social class content. Now, the selected consumer behavior application of social class. So social class profiles give a broad picture of the values, attitude, and behavior that distinguish the members of various social class, and that is true, right? So this session, you will have to examine the consumer research that relates social class to development of the marketing. So if you look at the clothing, we are going to look at them specifically. So we have clothing, we have fashion, and we have what shopping. And the various categories of social class that we have, they approach all these things differently. Now, it is generally assumed that most people dress to fit their self-image. So those people who want to, please people, normally the age or the youth market, they are the individuals who want to always get self-image. So they want to get fashionable things, they want to get nice clothes and all that. They are into fashion. They shop and they go to shop and they take pictures for people to see that they are also somewhere. Meanwhile, they are not anywhere. Okay. Now the pursuit of leisure. In other words, the perception of leisure. So as these two authors point out, social class membership is also closely related to the choice of recreational and leisure time activity. So the kind of social class that the consumers find themselves will also tell the type of leisure activity that they would want to involve themselves in. For instance, the upper class consumers are likely to attend theater and concerts and attend college football games. But the lower class members or consumers tend to be keen TV watchers because they don't have money, and fashion enthusiastic, and they enjoy movies. If you don't have money, you have to do what you cut your coat according to your size. So this is how they all approach leisure because of their differences. Now, saving, spending, and credit. Obviously, the lower class people spend less because they don't have much to spend. So generally, spending, and credit card usage seems to be related to social class standing. Yes, and it is recognized that the upper class consumers are future oriented and confident of their financial acumen, and they are more willing to invest in insurance, stocks, and then real estate. And social class and communication. So how do we see the different social class and in terms of communication? Social class groupings are different in terms of their media habits and in how they transmit and perceive or receive communication. So the lower class people, see communication to be differently, and the social class people, the upper class people also see it to be different. So basically, we just talked about the social class and their patient and their response to what communication. So knowledge of these differences is vital to the marketer who segments or is or a market on the basis of the social class. So all of these things are supposed to be taken into consideration by marketers because it help you to be able to know the kind of communication technique or even the medium you are supposed to use. So the level of the social class that you have as your customers will tell you the communication tool and even how you are supposed to um create your message in terms of communication. So thank you very much. So in conclusion, we have just looked at the third issue as far as social class is concerned and how they influence consumer behavior.